Hello everyone and welcome back to another video by EonTalk. As always, I'm your host Ian, and today I've got the second part to the must-watch upcoming Korean movies. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, be sure to check that out after this as well, as there are some amazing upcoming K-movies featured in that as well. As mentioned in part 1, Korean cinema has seen a slight bump in the road the past couple years with the pandemic. Numerous movies were delayed, and we missed out on some highly anticipated films. Nevertheless, as we are now seeing the light at the end of the pandemic tunnel, and the Korean society slowly starting to reopen, we've been seeing more and more exciting news of upcoming K-movies to be released. Thus, I've put together a list of 10 to-be-released K-movies that I personally am looking forward to, 5 of which I've already introduced in part 1, and the remaining 5 I'll be sharing in this video. Before getting into the video, I'd like to remind you that, as always, this list is ranked based on my personal recommendations. This means that the films will be totally biased towards my opinions. Not a lot of information are out yet on some of these movies, but I'll be posting the latest news and updates on the EonTalk YouTube community tab, as well as the EonTalk Instagram and Telegram group, so be sure to follow me there as well, linked in the descriptions. Okay then, that being said, let's get right into today's video on must-watch upcoming K-movies, part 2. Starting off the list, the number 5 film is the musical drama Life is Beautiful. Directed by Choi Ki, who also directed Split and Default, Life is Beautiful was originally supposed to release in December of last year. However, it was delayed indefinitely for reasons I think we all know. The timeline for release is yet to be announced, but what we do know is that the movie will be starring Ryu Seung-ryong, Yeom Jung-ah, Park Se-wan, and Ong Sung-woo. Based on the synopsis and the trailer, I believe this will be a good blend of musical drama with comedy. The film is about a wife who suddenly realized the clock is ticking, asking her husband to find her first love for her. And thus, the two embark on a journey in search for the wife's childhood sweetheart. Before moving on, please remember that this video was put together in early May. Thus, some of, if not all of these movies may have already been released by the time you are watching this. Please keep that in mind when watching. Also, be sure to subscribe to the secondary channel, EonTalk Media, to catch the latest Korean movie trailers. New trailers of K-movies are being posted over there now, so be sure to check it out. The next movie is the crime thriller, Confession. Confession, which is the literal translation as the official English title hasn't been announced yet, was directed by Yoon Jong-seok, the director of the film Marine Boy. The date nor the month of release of this film has been released yet, but the film was produced in 2020 and the first trailer for it came out in October of 2020. Therefore, I think we can assume that this will be releasing soon, hopefully by this year. Starring So Ji-seop, Kim Yoon-jin, Nana, and Choi Kang-il, Confession is about a promising businessman who was named as the suspect of a murder case and a notable lawyer who's trying to exonerate the businessman, trying to fit the pieces of the murder puzzle together. Moving along, the number 3 movie is another musical drama, Hero. Directed by Yoon Jae-kyun, the director of the films Oh to My Father and Haeundae, aka Tidal Wave, Hero is another film that was produced in 2020, released its first trailer in 2020, but no further release dates or updates have been released afterwards. Starring Jung Sung-hwa, Kim Go-eun, Nam Moon-hee, Jo Jae-yoon, Bae Jong-nam, Lee Yeon-woo, and Park Jin-ju, Hero is a historical musical drama which is something we haven't really seen before in Korean cinema, and looks pretty solid based on its trailer and synopsis. The movie revolves around the unforgettable last year of An Jung-geun, who died after killing Hirobu Minito in Harbin in October 1909. Before moving into the top 2, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to ExpressVPN. If you would like to access more Korean movies through streaming services, I highly suggest using ExpressVPN to connect to servers from other locations to gain access to thousands of more content. By using ExpressVPN, you can bypass geo restrictions, meaning you can be from anywhere around the world and access the Korean and other country servers, like the Korean Netflix. If you'd like to access more Korean content like movies, dramas, and shows, be sure to sign up for ExpressVPN using my link in the descriptions, or expressvpn.com/EonTalk and get 49% off an annual plan, plus 3 extra months for free. Better yet, if you sign up and don't like the service, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, meaning you can cancel anytime within the first 30 days. And now, just 2 movies left. The number 2 movie is the sci-fi action fantasy, Alienoid. Directed by the amazing Choi Dong-hoon, whose filmography includes the likes of Assassination, The Thieves, and The First Tatsa, Alienoid has one of the most star-studded lineups. Starring Ryu Jun-yeol, Kim Woo-bin, Kim Tae-ri, So Ji-seop, Yeom Jung-ah, Cho Woo-jin, Kim Hee-sung, and Lee Han-hee, Alienoid has an A-list star after an A-list star after even more A-list stars. Set to release this summer, the movie seems to be like a mesh of director Choi's past films Chun-Woo-chi, The Taoist Wizard, and The Thieves, based on the trailer. SF and fantasy aren't genres that we see too commonly in Korean cinema, and so I'm very much looking forward to this one. The movie is an extraordinary story that unfolds as the doors of time opens between late Goryeo and the present in 2022, where aliens haunt and Taoists roam. And finally, the number 1 must-watch upcoming Korean movie is the highly anticipated drama film, Emergency Declaration. Song Kang-ho, Lee Byung-hun, Jeon Do-yeon, Kim Nam-gil, Im Si-wan, Kim So-jin, and Park Hae-jun. That's the cast lineup. Enough said. Just that alone is reason to watch the movie. Being able to see this list of amazing actors in a single movie is near unbelievable, and the trailer of the film sent chills down my spine. Moreover, the film was directed by the director of the incredible movies The King, The Face Reader, The Show Must Go On, and Purpose of Love, Han Jae-rim. Being officially selected for Cannes Film Festival, Emergency Declaration is expected to release later this year and is about an aircraft that's forced to declare an emergency when an unprecedented terror occurs in flight. And that's it for today's video on Must-Watch Upcoming Korean Movies Part 2. Thank you to everyone that watched till the end, and as mentioned before, some movies may have already been released by the time you are watching this. However, I'd love to know which movies you're most looking forward to and or have watched, so please leave a comment or join in on the discussions on the EonTalk Telegram group, linked in the descriptions. If you enjoyed this video and would like more similar content, be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to sign up for ExpressVPN with my link to access more Korean movies and dramas. Once again, thank you to everyone that watched till the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.